Well, hello, Leos. It's the month of September. Oh, Leos. What's happening for the Leos? It's the month of September. First week of September, Leos, is the Virgo season. With the Virgo season, it can be a little bit heavy for you, the first 2 weeks. But as you get to the third week and the fourth week, it's the Libran season. So Librans are your opposite size, okay? So if you're looking for a relationship, Librans are good to have a relationship. Let's see what's coming up in the first week. In less than a month. Something that you're hoping for is going to be happening in less than a month. In the second week, take a break. You need to take a break. Could be very busy. You need to take a break. So in the second week, try to take some sort of a break, okay? In the third week, we see you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. So, Leos, you could be connecting with someone in the third week. Let it go. You're just wasting your time. Whatever you're thinking about doing in the third week, just let it go, because you're just wasting your time. Whoever you are thinking about going back to or connecting to, leave it. You're just wasting your time. All right. So on holidays, something is going to be happening. If you are going on Christmas holidays, something is definitely going to be happening. So if you're going on Christmas holidays, there is definitely something that is going to be happening. So start planning your holidays. All right. All right. Let's look at the first week. All right. In the first week, what do you have coming up? Judgment. Judgment on an Aries person. They're now going to be finding out what an Aries person have done. So there's going to be a huge judgment call in less than a month on an Aries person. What's in your house? I see the Tower. The Tower is in your house, Leo. Judgment and the Tower. There's something seriously going on in the first week. In less than a month, something is going to be happening. And we have Judgment and the Tower. In your house is the energy of the Tower, and we have Judgment. So something huge could have already happened in the month of August. And it's going to be coming down 7 of Swords. Yeah, they find out about a huge corruption of a huge deceptiveness that has transpired. All right, so it could have happened a month ago, or it's going to be happening in less than a month. They're going to be finding out that there's some sort of a corruption. There is a judgment call. The judgment call is not really positive. The Tower moment is in your house, Leo, and the 5 of Swords is in the 9th house. So you Leos, if you are someone from another country, an immigrant or that sort of a thing, they're going to be finding out that you did some sort of a fraud, deceptiveness, okay? Or you are connected to some sort of a fraud in another country. So Leos, they are now going to be finding out something. Yeah, 7 of Swords, lies and deceptiveness is the 9th house. They're going to be finding out that some of you Leos could have used false documentation in order to get in a country, or was using false documentation in order to get money. Second week, we see the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is a Taurus person. A judgment call on you Leos and a Taurus person. I don't know who this Taurus person is, but they're in the second week. They're going to be coming up. They're also in the reverse. We also see the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a Sagittarian person. They're now finding out what a Sagittarian person have done. A Tower moment is here for a Sagittarian person. There's lies and deceptiveness in the house of the Sagittarian. They're now finding out that a Sagittarian person did not speak the truth. Yeah, people are now finding out that the Sagittarian person did not speak the truth. Page of Pentacles, a lot of you Leos have to pay back a corporation institution a whole lot of money. or a lot of you Leos have to pay back money to a company, maybe your own company. So they're finding out that you Leos are connected, deceptiveness with money. Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Deceptiveness with money. Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. They're now finding out that you Leos and a Sagittarian woman, this is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian woman, so it could be you older Leo women. Something about your house, the sixth house, house and business. A lot of you women 50 years and older is going to be having some sort of an issue surrounding your house and your business. So Leos, you are going to be getting caught up in some sort of a situation surrounding your house and business, because they're going to be finding out that a house and a business that you Leo said that you have is not yours, or you have been using someone else's identification. Yeah, deceptiveness. Tower moment. Money needs to be repaid back, Leos. Yeah, there's a huge judgment call because an Aries person is also connected in this situation. So you Leos could have used someone else's identification or information to get money, or to use it to gain buy a car, or to get an apartment or a house. They now recognize that you are not the owner, you are not the person. As an Aries person is also caught up in this situation. Okay, a Taurus person is now, a Taurus person wants a break. Okay, whoever this Taurus person is wants a break. This Taurus person really wants a break. Whatever is happening and transpiring, the Taurus person wants a break from a situation. All right, let's look in the third week. You're wasting your time. Yeah, so the energy of the Magician, a Gemini. This is in the house of people's situation. Something is going to be coming out about something to do with your neighbors. The Wheel of Fortune, a legal situation, something that you have done in the past. It's going to be affecting women 50 years and older. Something that you have done in the past is going to be coming out. Oh yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. They now find out that you Leos together with an Aquarian could have took a whole lot of money. You Leos and an Aquarian person is in a whole lot of problem because they recognize that you could have took a whole lot of money. So they're looking, you Leos could be giving up an Aquarian person and said that they are the one who took the money. Leos, you're in problems, judgment call. But the money is in the house of the Aquarian. All right, so it could be that you Leos have to pay back government institution money. You could have applied using someone else's information. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands here. You Leo men are having problems with a Aries man. Judgment call is going to be coming up for Aries man because they're finding out a lot of information. Judgment call is going to be coming up for you Leo men, or you or an Aries person. This could be a brother or a friend, because something is coming out about something that you Leos and an Aries man, an Aries have done. So the energy of the Empress is in the house of the Scorpion. Whoever this Empress is, so this Empress is sitting good because she's sitting good and looking at everyone, you know, and their bullshit, because the money that was stolen is for a Divine Empress. Okay, a Scorpion should have paid Divine Empress a whole lot of money, and you Leos have collaborated with an Aquarian to take the money. The money is for Divine Empress. The money is for a Capricorn person. See you? Divine Empress, the Capricorn person. So they're now going to be finding out that you Leos was pretending to be someone else. You were pretending to be a divine person, a Capricorn person, and that was the Capricorn money, this Divine Empress money, and the money is now by the Aquarians. So the Aquarians have to pay back this lady this money. So that now they're finding out the Aquarian used you Leo to collect money in name of this lady, this Divine Empress. And they're now finding out that you Leos are not the Divine Empress. They are now recognizing, because the divine empress is looking down at the Aquarian and is asking back for the money. Okay, this woman is the co-worker of the Aquarian, and the Aquarian used the co-worker information to give you Leos. That was the co-worker information. So if you Leos was not aware of whose information it was the co-worker information. He wanted to steal the house of the co-worker. So yeah, divine empress is now looking, because it's her money, and she's asking back for her money. Okay, she's really asking back for her money. She's looking at Aquarian and said, listen, give me my money. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. So they're now finding out our family get their money. It's by stealing from other families. It's by stealing from other people. A lot of you Leo are now connected to a karmatic family. They're now finding out who you are. Okay, so you Leos, you could have been family that steal from a divine empress that is a Capricorn person. They are now recognizing a family is now seen as criminals. A family have to pay back a whole lot of money. It could be your family, Leo, or it could be the family of an Aquarian, because they're now finding out that an Aquarian family, they have karma, is a karmatic family. An Aquarian family is a karmatic family. They have been stealing and profiting from other people, and gaining money off other people. They're now finding out. So it could be you Leos that is connected. You're connected with an Aquarian family, and you're going to be finding out that this Aquarian family is your karma. So judgment call is coming down on a man. They're having a lot of information about a man and what a man have done. Whoever this man is, a huge judgment call. This is a man 50 years and older. Yeah, so they're now recognizing that a house is not for you Leos. Tower moment, because a house is not for you Leos. Agree. Hi. Yeah. Oh, that is Prima. That is Prima. It's good, Prima. You're fine, haven't you? Yeah, so Leos, there is a lot that is going on, and especially Leos that was saying a tower moment, because they're now finding out that a house or an apartment, this is more of a house, is not for you Leos. They now recognize that you Leos lied. A house of something is not for you. They're now finding out. So yes, they're looking at a man, a young man. This young man could be a Sagittarian, a Gemini, a Virgo, or a Pisces. This young man took documents and information of someone else and data of someone else, information of someone else. They're now finding out what this young man have done. This is an Aquarian or a Gemini. An Aquarian or a Gemini took documentation. This person created a fraud. Is a young person. This person is between the age of 18. Like this is a teenager. Say 16 to 24. Okay. This person who is 16 to 24 copy some documentation of a house. Okay. They're now finding out what this person have done. They're really finding out what this person have done. So I see you Leos are trying to get back with a Taurus, but this Taurus is no longer interested. All right, there is good. Yeah, this Taurus father is like saying, move on, move on. Correct the person. They're trying to find out the identification. I told you, you Leos were going to be caught. You Leos are going to be caught. You Leos were going to be caught. Okay. Yeah, they're finding correct person. They're finding out that you Leos are not the owner of a house. They're now having evidence. Okay. A lot of you Leos have to pay back a company or a corporation a whole lot of money. Yeah. Conversation between you and an Aquarian person. They found out what an Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran person or Sagittarian person had copied some documentation. The energy of the fish. You were open to get some money from a Taurus. A Taurus is not going to be lending you this money. It's like you're going to a Taurus who is your children father, asking for some sort of a financial help. He's not open to give financial help. Yeah, so they're now finding out what a Libran have done in the past. You Leos had collaborated with a Libran to do something, to do some sort of a fraud surrounding a house. And they're now finding out what you and a Libran have done. So you Leos, a Sagittarian and a Libran is caught. They now recognize that a Sagittarian use a Libran to get some sort of a data for a house. They're now finding out the truth. So yes, they caught an Aquarian man and recognized that an Aquarian man, how an Aquarian man came on all that money. They now recognize that an Aquarian man stole from his co-worker. Yeah, his co-worker. An Aquarian man used his child to access documentation and information on the network and stole information here. This young person. So an Aquarian man work with a young person and access documentation and information of a house. They're now recognizing what this Aquarian man and his child have done. This child is coming up as an Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran. They're now finding out the truth that this Aquarian man and his child access details. And yeah, the police is onto a Leo person. And the police is onto an Aries man and a Leo man. The police is now investigating a Leo man. Yeah. They now recognize that a couple, because this is an older man. These two people are 50 years and older. So a Scorpion woman and man must pay a Capricorn woman a lot of money for damage. And an Aquarian man use you Leos to copy and create some sort of a documentation that was of the Capricorn woman information. Yeah, the truth is coming out. Yeah, someone is going to go because they're onto a family that lives in an apartment complex. They're onto this family now. They're watching this family very closely. An Aquarian and his family is on the close watch by government or authority, because they now recognize that this Aquarian man and his kids, or this Aquarian man and his family, did access this person computer and telephone and their information. They're now finding this out. Yeah, so a Scorpion couple should have paid, but because a Scorpion couple is now going to be giving up this Aquarian man. Whoever the Scorpion couple is now going to be giving up this Aquarian man. And this Aquarian man have to return the money to his co-worker, because it was not for this, it was not for the Aquarian man. The Aquarian man tried to steal the co-worker house and use his kid or a younger man in another country to use data and information. So let's first look into your house, Leos, to find out that what was going on, because you Leos kind of signed documentation information and said that you were the owner of a house. They're now recognizing it's not true. Okay, they're now having evidence that it's not true. So this energy with this house, the correct person, the correct, yeah, because this is government checking and recognize that you were not speaking the truth, Leah. Yeah, they recognize that you brought some sort. Yeah, they recognize that a letter was stolen out of a house. Yeah, people, yeah, they found out that a letter that was sent to someone was stolen out of someone's house. So they're going to be successfully overcoming you Leos, because you Leos, you're going to be getting a letter, because you a document that you Leos used was stolen out of someone's house. They're now finding out about this. They now have evidence that you Leos had stolen a documentation that you were using was stolen. Here it is. Some documents, a letter that was used is now stolen. So the truth is now coming out about documentation. So you are not the right person. So someone else is going to be, yeah, there's going to be a huge success. So it doesn't have to, it's only Leos that this apply to, is Leos that had used someone else's data and information in order to acquire money. They're now recognizing that this letter, this documentation was stolen out of someone else, because that is not the original documents. So it's like a corporation institution is going back. It's like the mortgage company is going back and is recognizing, no, that was an old document. Things have changed since that time. So they're going to be finding out that the document was stolen, was the documents that someone used was stolen, and that was the whole documents. Wow. So they're finally going to be catching you Leos, because now they have evidence that the documents that was you used, that was the hold. Yeah. They have already changed. This mortgage or this house information was already changed and updated. So the documents that you presented was old documentation. So the truth is now coming out. All right. So there's a judgment call on an Aries man. Yeah, they recognize that you lied about who you said you are by using documentation. They're recognizing that this documentation was old. So you Leos use someone else's documentation. Let's see this older man. This older man is corporation institution is now going to be holding on a young man, because they really recognize that this young man did access a telephone or a computer and access details and information. Yes, a young man is now being caught. A young man is now being caught. This young man is caught. A government institution now came down on a young man. The energy of the Seven of Swords. The energy of the Seven of Swords. They recognize that this young man did access someone telephone or someone passwords and was and logged in and accessed some details and information. A government institution have picked up this young man, or is going to be picking up this young man in the first week of September. Wow. Yep. It just flew out there that this Aquarian, or it's coming up as an Aquarian, but it's in a this is someone in another country. Oh yeah, they're telling us more message about this. So whoever this man is, yeah, is a player. Yeah, is a player. Now this person is praying. This person is praying because this person recognized that. Yeah. So this person is praying. This person is a player. And is now praying because, yeah, the government is going to be picking up this person. The government is going to be picking up this person. There is no question about it. It fell out in the 9th house. So it's someone either from another country, in another country, that access data and details and information. The government is going to be picking these people up, okay? I see you, Leos, are, upset. You recognize that someone played you and brought you in a situation. You Leos was dealing with an Aquarian man. You're now recognizing that this Aquarian man is a player. This Aquarian man know that his co-worker, that is a Capricorn, should receive a whole lot of money from a Scorpion couple in another country. This Aquarian man connected with the Scorpion couple and used you Leos and gave you Leo's identification, and they're going to be finding out who is this person. This is like someone from another country that access someone computer in order to get some sort of password and details and login, and a government institution caught this person. Wow. So a Scorpion couple is giving up an Aquarian man because they want back the money. All right. So a Libran man is now in a whole lot of problem. A whole lot of problem. You Leo men and a Cancer is also caught and is in a whole lot of problem. The police and an Aries young man. The police is onto an Aries young man. The police is onto a Aries young man. What is that all about? Yeah. You Leos are going to be overcoming and successfully overcoming an Aries young man. Whoever this Aries young man is trying to co-create a situation surrounding a house. They're going to be recognizing that a Aries young man forfeit and falsify documentation of the house. They're finding out the truth. Okay. All right. So this man is very worried. This man could be a Leo man. You Leo man are very worried. 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. What is this man worried about with the Wheel of Fortune? This man is very worried. Yeah, a Scorpion couple is really coming down. A Scorpion couple is you know, coming down. Yeah, I see a man is praying. You Leo men are praying. It has something to do with your marriage. You Leo men are praying. Yeah, they're investigating a Libran and a Leo man. A Libran is on the investigation. They're looking at something at a Libran pass. Yeah, a Libran pass is being looked at. Yes. Yeah, a company is now looking at a Libran pass. Yeah, there is something they're looking. Yeah, a company is investigating a Libran pass. For some of you is a Libran, for some of you is a Leo. For some of you is you Leos. Because this man pass is now under investigation. Oh yeah. Fish. Fish is always about money. A lot of you Leos, unexpected money. You could be winning money. Okay, it's in the 3rd house. All right, the Scorpion couple. What should we know about the Scorpion couple? Because the Scorpion couple. The Scorpion couple. Oh yeah. So yeah, a Scorpion couple is going to be overcoming a devastated situation. So a Scorpion couple was supposed to pay a Divine Empress, a Capricorn person, a whole lot of money, but an Aquarian person found out about this and collaborated with these people to create some sort of a fraud and use you Leos to sign for the money. Yeah, so the Scorpion couple was in a whole lot of problem, and now people are now finding out what an Aquarian man have done. They are looking for what the Aquarian man did with the money. All right, so this Aquarian man and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, this Aquarian man took the money, but where is the money? Where is the money? An Aquarian man took the money. Where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? Yeah, yeah, an Aquarian family. I see you Leos are going to be becoming the enemy to an Aquarian family. Okay, you Leos are going to be really becoming the enemy of an, yes. You Leos are now going to be becoming the enemy of an Aquarian family, and an Aquarian family is a fraud. You Leos are definitely going to become the enemy of an Aquarian family. People are now recognizing that this Aquarian family is a fraud. This Aquarian man and his family is a fraud. You Leos are now seeing that for yourself. So you Leos are now recognizing that an Aquarian man and his family, they're all frauds, okay? False people. All right, and I see you Leos are going to be becoming the enemy to an Aquarian and its family, because now you found out that the Aquarian let you sign for the money and took the money. So where is the money? Because they're going to be investigating this. Someone in this Aquarian man family bought a new car, and they're going to be investigating where the money came from, and they're investigating where is the money, because this Aquarian have to return the money. So a Scorpion couple is now recognizing what a false person, an Aquarian man and his family is. You know, people are now really recognizing, people are really having details and finding out how very false and deceptive Aquarian man and his family is. So a lot of you Leos is now going to be recognizing, Jesus Christ, I had no idea that this Aquarian man and his family, they're false. They're false. So I see a lot of you Leo is going to become really the enemy to an Aquarian man and his family. A lot of you Leos is going to be seeing how false an Aquarian man and his family is, that they have been ripping people off. So this Aquarian man have to return the money. Yeah, the Scorpion is giving up this Aquarian man because the Scorpion couple was very, very upset. And the Scorpion couple was so upset and gave up the Aquarian man, that the Aquarian man was the one. All right, so the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, they're onto a family. They are onto a family. People are now onto a family. This family is a karmatic family. So you Leos are going to be recognizing that a Capricorn, an Aquarian man and his family, their karma. All right, you're going to be finding out that this Aquarian man is a player also. All right, because this man got you in trouble. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they're investigating the family. Oh, they're investigating the family. They're investigating the family. They're investigating this man, child's mother. This man, a family is now very worried. They are now finding out something about a man and his mother. A man and his mother, because the father start to worry now. So a man and his mother is going to be recognizing, oh my, yeah, the child is in problem, because the police is onto, yeah, the police is now investigating the woman and the child. All right, so the woman and the child, so the man and his mother is under investigation, and the father is now regretting a situation because the father is now recognizing what was going on. So it's as if police is really onto the mother and the child, and the father is now finding out from the mother what has been going on. Wow. So yes, so they're now going to be finding out how someone could have bought an apartment, how someone could have gotten an apartment. They're now having evidence how this person have bought an apartment or gotten an apartment is that this person had stolen money. Money that was for this person co-worker. Yeah, investigation. Even when it fell out, it shows that it is investigating. They're now investigating a woman and her child. And the father is like, the mother is calling the father and is letting the father know what the child have done. Okay, so a mother and its child is under some serious investigation by the police because they now recognize that this man went a little bit too far. But that is it. If your child is sick and you let your child out on the world, don't try to help your child. This is what happened. You know, this is really what happens. So Leos, for the rest of you Leos, good luck is in the third house. Okay, good luck is in the third house. A Sagittarian woman is now caught. They're looking at a Sagittarian woman and recognizing that the Sagittarian woman created a fraud. A government is coming down on someone from another country, or a Sagittarian, an Aquarian. They recognize that an Aquarian, someone is like a child, access someone, telephone, access someone, information in order to get into someone. So a government caught someone trying to access some documentation. Yeah. Yeah. A government caught someone. Yeah. And that is the reason why, you know, like in Holland, the paperwork is no longer there. You know, you have to access some sort of a digital clause, okay? So, you know, whatever is going on and transpiring, whatever the digital everything is now digital, okay? You can only enter in something if you have the password and the codes and whatever. And whoever this young man is, government came down on this young man, because government now recognized that this person was the one who accessed some documentation, and government caught this person. Government now recognize that a young person access someone else's telephone, computer, and access the details and information. So this is what I say to a lot of you, ladies and gentlemen. When I was drugged in my house, that was what I was afraid of, that this person asks me to do things that I don't know that I do, and give up information. Do you understand what I mean? And this is why I said I have trauma, because this person have done some great injustice towards me as a person, because you drug me in order for me to do things, and I'm not aware of what I have done. So now whatever these people have done, it's like they got something. And whatever these people have done, they now find out what these people, because government caught this person. Thank you. Namaste.